Man, it looks sweaty in Florida. Yeah, we got a crew here. Good for you. All right, we're going here. We're rolling. Supta Konasana, soles of the feet come together, knees flop apart. You can have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. You can have your eyes open, closed. I mean, there's so many ways to kind of settle into the practice this morning. Hands can go behind the head. Sometimes that's nice. Take a nice slow breath in through the nose, and then a loud exhale breath out through the mouth. Do it again, but this time on the exhale breath, feel your lower back as it spreads across the mat. Yeah. Yep. And then seal your lips and begin the process of Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi breathing, I will remind you, I always do inhale through the nose to the back of the throat, and then exhale through the nose to the back of the throat. Just being mindful of your breath is sometimes enough to give you what you need, right? If you get overwhelmed by the process of the yoga, you always come back to your breath. Blink your eyes open. Take your left hand, the back of the left palm, and stretch it out to the inside of the left thigh. Yeah, the back of the palm though. And I want you to anchor like you're an extended side angle and like you're pressing your thigh open. Good. You're going to reach down and with your right hand, you're going to grab the outside of your right foot or your big toe. Yeah, and if that's really not, see if you can grab from the outside. I like that for the shoulder. So your right hand comes to the outside of your right foot. Outside, outside. And then you draw the knee in. Yeah. So it's kind of a half happy baby. And then you're using that left palm, the back of the palm. I'm such a visual learner too. You got to press that thigh open. So the left side of the body is getting this nice elongated kind of opening, and the right side of the body is getting a hip opener. Good. Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet just come back together. So now the back of the right palm presses kind of aggressively to the inside of that right thigh. And then you reach down and see if you can grab the outside of that left foot. You can just do your best. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And now you're using that right side of that body to kind of engage and press. And the left leg is getting a nice little hip opener. Good. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet come together. Good. Both feet are going to come up. You're going to come up into a full happy baby. Grab the outsides of the feet or the big toes. Yes. Lengthen the tailbone. Perfect. Let the shoulders draw down the back. And then you'll start to straighten the legs any amount that work for you. So I know for me, I can't go super wide. So just creating somewhat of a V shape. Let the shoulders draw down the back and breathe. Lengthen the tailbone. And then keeping the legs in that V shape, you'll release the hands and bring them in between your thighs, in between your legs. Hands are going to come to a prayer position. Yes, legs are going to stay up in a little bit of a V shape. The eyes of the shoulders are going to lift. You're going to crunch up for 1, 2, 3. Neck stays neutral and long. 4, 5. If it's too much, Jenna, hands go behind the head to give your neck support, okay? 5, 6, 7. Are you breathing? Yeah. Good. Keep going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs come together. The arms reach straight up, okay? Like you're going to touch the ceiling. Lift everything like straight up, straight up. So shoulder blades lift, lower back spreads, but the hips lift. The legs energize, your core presses firm into the mat. So it's like you're elevating yourself up off the ground, and we hold. Breathe. Keep the arms active. Just start to lower the legs about halfway. Arms keep reaching up, legs lower halfway. We hold. Now the arms reach towards the shins and we hold. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give them a squeeze. Rock and roll against the length of the spine. Come up and cross the ankles. Step into your first downward facing dog. You got to get out of your own way. That's the only way. Yeah. So spread your palms wide, thumbs, index fingers, baby fingers, press into the mat. Feet roughly hips width distance. Yeah. You may need to bend your knees a lot this morning. If you feel tight, give yourself a little bit of information. Bend your knees. Right. Lift your hips way up off your shoulders. In time, the center of your heel starts to melt towards the ground. Shoulders move away from your ears. That's it. So that's actually another big thing with the neck and the shoulders in the yoga practice. If you can let your head just kind of drop down and then think about moving your shoulders away from your ears and beginning to feel your outer triceps all the way through your baby fingers, press firm. That's going to keep the spine in a nice leg alignment. Roll forward to plank. From dog to plank, sometimes you need to modify a little, like walk it out if it felt a little short. Yeah. Stack your body up. I'll encourage you this morning to bring your weight way forward onto your tippy toes. If you get here and it just doesn't feel right for you today, you drop your knees and you modify. There's no harm there. There's a little space between the shoulder blades. You want to start to melt and lead a little with your heart and chest as you draw the pit of the belly in and up. That was perfect, Lila. Contract the quadriceps. Integrate the sides of your legs. Hug your ankle bones together. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. And then reconnect with your breath. Send some energy along the entire length of the body. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Roll forward plank in one motion. You guys seem really psyched this morning to be here. Yeah. Drop your knees down on an angle, everybody. So your knees are on an angle, your thighs are on an angle, rather. Bring your weight forward about an inch or two and then lower halfway to a supported push-up like this. Less is more, so you're only going to lower halfway at most. Elbows slide right by your side body. Shoulders relax down your back. Neck stays neutral, which means you look forward to the front edge of your mat without the chin jutting forward. Re-straighten your arms. Lift the knees, plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. I sense suffering. Yes. Roll forward plank. Sense suffering. There's suffering happening. Suffering is a choice. Yes. Drop your knees if you need support. That's going to be like 99% of you. Yes. Lower halfway, chaturanga. There's nothing wrong with that. We take as much support as we get. That's it, Danielle. Straighten your arms, plank. Knees lift, downward facing dog. Let's breathe the right leg up and back. If you're in the back row, just be mindful of that little wooden shell. Come forward, hug your right knee towards your navel. Give it a good little squeeze. Yeah, let's re-extend the right leg. Let's get some mobility going here. Point your right toes. Come forward, hug your right knee in. Re-extend your right leg up and back. Come forward, hug your right knee in, squeeze it. Land your right foot all the way forward and through. Be on your fingertips. We're not coming up quite yet. Yeah, the blocks are helpful. If you want to slide one under each hand, that's always a good thing to do. So you're here in your low lunge. You're gripping your right hip in. You're activating your back leg. What I want you to do is think about a little bit of an up dog. Soften the shoulder blades and look forward with your eyes. There you go. Now, you'll round your spine and straighten your legs and look in. So your leg will not go pin straight. I'm very aware of that. You're going to stay high on the ball of your back foot. Blocks under hands are very helpful for some of us. Rebend that front thigh. Yeah. Soften the shoulder blades and just look forward a little bit. Perfect. We'll re-straighten your right leg. It's not going to go pin straight. You stay high on the ball of that back foot and you round in. Sink the spine down and look forward. Round and look in. You got it. Sink the spine down and look forward. Pause. Step into plank. 1, 2. Halfway to a push-up. Straighten again to plank. Hips go up and back, down dog. Breathe your left leg up and back. When you lift your leg, lift from your inner thigh. There should be intention with everything we do. Point your left toes, come forward, and let's hug the left knee in. You just do the best that you can with this. Everybody's bodies are built different. We all have things that we can do that are different. Re-extend the leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Point the toes, come forward, hug the knee in. Re-extend the leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug it in, give it a good little squeeze. Look forward, land your left foot all the way forward and through. Be on your fingertips. The blocks are helpful. Yes. So before you go anywhere, just kind of make that connection that you're sinking the spine down and looking forward a little in that bend. And then we'll straighten the left leg and we'll round in, but stay high on the ball of the back foot. Don't scoot in. We'll sink down and look forward. We'll round deeply and look in. Yeah. We'll sink the spine down and look forward. We'll round deeply and look in. We'll sink down and we'll pause. We'll step to the top of the mat with the right foot. Come to the fingertips, long spine. Hands can rest on your shins if they don't quite make it to the floor this morning, so don't stress. Exhale, fold into yourself, let your head go. Root to rise, come all the way up. That basically just means stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Okay, so set yourself up here. You're in mountain pose. Your shoulder blades drop down your back. Your feet are anchored to the mat. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. You'll step to plank. Halfway to a push-up that works for you. So now push-ups aren't your thing. You just take it out. The up dog's going to be smooth. So you're going to peel yourself through your first back bend of choice. Up dog, baby cobra. You got to pick something that works. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Your practice is designed for you. So I'm just here to give you suggestions and guide you and keep you safe. The arms stay active. Look where you want to go. Step, your feet to the top of the mat, or hop if you're feeling energetic. Yes, long spine. Fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Feel your feet. That's how we're going to get grounded here. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. From the top, arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine sets you up. You'll step. If you do choose to hop, I'll just remind you, when you hop, you land in a low push-up, not in a plank. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Yeah, if your lower back is sensitive, definitely take the back bend out and just, find something that works. No problem at all. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step, float, skip, crawl. I don't know how you're going to get there, but you'll get there. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Again, arms go straight up. Dive in half over bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine sets you up. You'll step, you'll float, you'll skip, you'll crawl. Chaturanga, that was good. Up dog is smooth if you're taking it on. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Arms are active. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine when you arrive there. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up, energize. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine sets you up. You can step or float. So maybe you just choose to step back to a down dog as an alternative. Take a couple extra breaths if you're not into all this other stuff. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Come forward to plank with excitement and joy. Yeah, on this happy Friday. It's like I've never been so happy to do plank pose, right? Float your right foot an inch. Take your right knee to the back of your right tricep. It's just going to go in the general direction. What we're looking for is to keep our hips aligned. Yeah, that's exactly it. Swing it over to the left, just a little bit. Oh my God, some of you got very excited. Hug it straight in. Eyes look forward. Step the right foot forward. Walk it to the right about an inch or two. Come to your fingertips. Zip up your leg. Rise high lunge, crescent lunge. So I'm always here to give modifications. If you get to crescent lunge today and it doesn't feel great, you can always modify by dropping your bottom knee. You can also soften your back knee. That sometimes helps get us out of our lower back. Hip points can then move forward. Side ribs nice and long. You're going to just feel the body as it arrives into the practice. Nowhere to run to. Nowhere to hide. Just being present. So focusing on your right leg, you're going to press up into tree pose. You're going to use your left hand to gather that left leg up. Your left hand will stay on the inside of that left leg for a moment. Yeah, the right arm will extend up. The back of your left arm is going to press to the inside of the left leg. You're going to stretch your right arm up. You're going to go over to the left a little. Yeah. Pull up to center. Both arms go straight up towards the sky. You're in tree. Yeah, your foot can be anywhere along the instep of that right leg. I just wouldn't recommend the foot pressing to the instep of the knee, so either higher or lower. Keep the arms moving up. You're going to take a generous step back to warrior one. Just guide that foot back, warrior one. Your back foot turns open about a 70-degree angle. The stance is wide enough and long enough that you can sit pretty heavy in your front thigh. There's space to turn your left ribs forward. You're sitting deep. Your right hip can grip in. Yeah. This is another one. If you feel like there's sensitivity in your lower back, just simply tip your torso like an inch or two forward, and sometimes that gets us out. Hands to frame your front foot through a vinyasa of choice. Plank position to a push-up chaturanga if you've got it in you. Up dog pulls you through. Hips go up and back, down dog. Together we'll roll forward to plank. We'll float the left foot just an inch. It's just to align the pelvis. The left knee will kind of move towards the back of the left tricep. Yeah, like a little baby Superman. You'll swing it over to the instep of that right arm. You'll bring it straight towards center. We'll look forward together with our eyes, and we could not take any more time to get our foot forward and through into a low lunge. The back leg engages, the left hip grips in, and together we rise, high lunge, crescent lunge. Now, as you come up, feel. Yeah. Soften that back knee if you need to. And utilize the breath. Keep the neck nice and neutral. Focus on the left leg. You're going to step up using your right hand and gather your right leg into a tree. You'll keep your right hand on your ankle and the left arm will extend up. Good. Use the back of your right arm to press against the inside of the right leg. Press that thigh open a little, stretch the left arm up, and then bring it over a little bit to the right. Yeah. So you're getting a sideline stretch, and you're also getting a hip opener early in the practice here. Right arm extends up, tree. Focus on the left leg, step your right leg back, warrior one. Warrior one. Yeah, proprioception, knowing where the body's going to go. We need to do more of that. Steer the right ribs forward. Hands to frame your front foot, plank position. Halfway to a push-up. Take it out if it doesn't suit you. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are active. Look where you want to go. Step or float, tap a mat, get there light. Long spine, fold. Sit into your first chair. You can take chair with your feet together or a little separated. If your neck and shoulders feel tight, you can have your arms cactusy or just closer to your body in a prayer. Yeah. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. So from the top, guys, arms go up. Let's sit heavy in our heels for chair. Weight goes way back. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let the head go. Long spine to set it up. Step to a vinyasa or float. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Together, the right foot lands, the back foot turns. Warrior one, also known as first warrior. Take your time. Hands to frame your front foot through a vinyasa. Some of us just step to dog and we meet there. That's cool. It works. So left foot lands on your breath, your beat. Warrior one. To the floor we go, chaturanga. The up dog is smooth. Press even through your hands and the tops of the feet, or baby cobra. You pick. Down dog. Breathe, my friends. Yeah. Arms are active. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine. Fold. It's not going to be a good hair day today. Chair pose. Yeah. Chair pose. It's going to stay on the top of our head. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Chair pose. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to set it up. Step or float through your version. You got to make this stuff work. Up dog pulls you through. Looks good, Bree. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Amy, looking solid. Right foot forward. Back foot turns. Warrior one. What do we got going here? Chaturanga. You got it. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Left foot lands. Back foot turns. You're building some momentum. At least that's the goal. Chaturanga push up. Take it to the floor. The up dog is smooth. Keep moving. Hips go up and back, down dog. Always an opportunity to reset, regroup, refine your breath in this down dog. I got good news. We're just going to do one more. Yeah, we got to be done with it. Arms are active. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine. Fold. Chair pose. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Make it your best one. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels as you sit way back, chair. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine sets you up. Step or float. Your version. Adding or subtracting what feels good, what you need. When you hit your down dog, that's when the right foot steps forward and the back foot turns. Rise, warrior one. We're all moving a little different. That's cool. Makes it unique. Chaturanga push up. Nice, Jackie. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. Rise. Good. Hands back down, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing. Be still in your down dog. Hold here, 5 breaths. Feel. Let your shoulders move away from your ears. Let your head drop and breathe your hips way up off your shoulders. Good. Lift your right leg up, 3-legged down dog from your inner thigh. Point your right toes, come forward and squeeze it in. Round your spine this time and see if you get your knee and your forehead to touch. Yeah. Look forward with your eyes. Step your right foot forward. Turn your back foot on a soft angle. Cartwheel open, warrior two. Warrior two. Yeah, take a nice big juicy stance in warrior two. Wrap your inner right thigh open. So I want you to wrap your left arm underneath your right arm and eagle the arms in warrior two today. Yeah. Yeah. Rather than tugging down on the shoulders, I want you to lift your elbows up a little. Yeah, if it doesn't work, Kristen's showing a good option, not to put you in the spotlight. Sorry. Just kind of giving herself a little bear hug. Yep. Yep. So if it doesn't feel right, you back out. That's it. You go breath by breath and you just feel. Lengthen your tailbone. Erica, turn your left toes towards the door. Left toes. There you go. Now your hips in the right rotation. Good. So when you see yourself in the mirror, I know a lot of us get horrified, but just make sure your left ribs turn back, your right ribs turn forward. So you're kind of even. Yeah. And then your right thigh has a nature of wanting to roll in. We want to roll it out towards the baby toe. And then quiet your mind. Quiet your breath. Sit deeper. Unravel your arms, warrior two. Flip the palm to reverse the warrior. Yeah, this is gentle. You shouldn't be dumping into your lower back, which is a sideline stretch. Straighten your right leg on track. You're in reverse triangle for a brief moment, and then pivot your right hand to right shin and pick the distance for triangle. Your right foot should stay forward, guys. If you need a block, the block comes to the outside of the right calf. It can go low, medium, or high. If you're comfortable with having your hand on your shin, that works. Yeah. You want to feel like you're pulling your pant leggings up your leg. So there's a series of triangles kind of happening in our body. Joe, turn your left toes just a smidgen forward. Joe in the front. Yeah. Yes. Take your right ribs and turn them. Look sideways or look up. Yeah, and integrate the strength from your feet all the way through your inner and outer thighs. Nice, Megan. Take your right hip to your right armpit, create more space. From your right hip to your right armpit, create more space. Yeah, so think sideline stretch. Where's the breath? It's there. You got to re-find it every time we find ourselves going into a pinhole. We'll look down and step up into Ardha. So if the neck starts to feel sensitive, take your left hand to your hip and just kind of bring your gaze down, and sometimes that helps. Yeah. Yeah. The block has to be far enough in front that you can have that sideline kind of elongation. Weakness of the right hip. Our foot starts to turn in. Beth, see if you can straighten out that foot. I know it's not so easy. And the block is a little too far forward. So see if you can get it just a little closer. I know. Sorry, that screwed you up. Roll your top leg open, guys, and flex your left toes. If you're adding anything fancy in, you can go now. If not, just be present and be, in its basic form. There's always a softening of that right knee. In the moments that you feel unstable, that's where we grow, right? Nothing's perfect. If you grabbed your foot, release it into a regular Ardha, and then seamlessly stepping back to warrior two. It can be 1 or 2 steps, maybe even 3 to get there, warrior two. Retract that right thigh, roll it open, and then now we'll place our hand to the instep of the right foot because we're ready to go bigger. To the instep of the foot for the B variation. Yeah, I like the block on the medium setting or the high setting. You want to make sure the back of your right tricep can caddy to the instep of the right leg. That's it. Your right hip grips in, the left arm reaches up. And then the arm can wrap behind you. Yeah. Anything with the shoulder, I think the shoulders and neck, you want to keep your arms as close to your body as possible. Yeah, so same thing with lower back, just because everything is connected. Yeah, so even your arm alongside your body can kind of help relax. The shoulder, nothing wants to relax. Grip your right hip in and turn your bottom ribs. Look sideways or look up. You got 4 more breaths. This is like the gold mine right here. Lean back a little bit, Jackie. You're in business. Nice, Chrissy. Everything here is a mindset. Warrior two, pull it up because you can. Take it to the floor through your vinyasa. Maybe that's just stepping to a dog and getting yourself together. If you're peeling through the up dog, do it slow, effectively. Hips go up and back, down dog is where we meet. We'll lift the left leg up. Lift it, inner thigh, nice and high. Come forward, point the toes, round your forehead to your knee. See if you can make yourself like a little angry ball. Look forward with your eyes. Step your foot straight through. Turn your back foot on a pretty sharp angle. Cartwheel open, warrior two. Your heel to heel or heel to arch. You want to make sure that your feet are long enough and wide enough. Your left foot is always forward. Your back toes turn on a little bit of an angle. Yeah, so check out your feet and make sure you have it going on. Your left foot is forward. Your back right toe is turned in. Wrap your right arm underneath your left arm. Yep, eagle the arms. And then lengthen the tailbone and sit. So when you sit into warrior two, guys, you want to rotate your right thigh, your thigh open, your left thigh open. So think inner thigh to outside of baby toe, and then lengthen down. Side ribs, because you can't see, there's no mirror here. want to make sure you're not pivoting. You're finding symmetry the best that you can, nothing perfectly symmetrical. Good. Rather than yanking down, lift the elbows up. That's going to give you a little bit more of a soft stretch. If this is too intense, just give yourself a little hug. Close your eyes and go inward. Few more breaths. Warrior 2, open it up. Good work. Flip the palm. It's not a back bend, just a side body opening. Straighten the left leg on track. Pick your distance and find triangle. Some of us need to drag that back foot in for a little shorter, tighter down, triangle, which is fine. Lock to the outside of the calf is great. At any height, hand to shin. Yeah, just keep your arm close to you. I only know this because I've had injuries throughout my entire body. And I've been doing this for 25 years. So you find ways that, you know, you can do the practice. You just have to learn to modify. Like, injuries suck, but they tell us a lot about ourselves. So we embrace it. There's a little lean back, but you're not in your low back. Inner and outer thighs are working. Nice job. Breathing right here. Keep the left foot moving forward. It doesn't need to do anything except you'll step up into Ardha. Maybe the right hand moves to your hip. The block is used for a lot of us. I bring the block forward about 8 to 10 inches. You don't want to feel like you're overreaching, just enough. And then lift your right leg hip height, flex your right toes, and start to turn your left ribs. Add in whatever it is that you feel you need to kind of accomplish whatever it is you think you need to do. You need to do nothing. If you're binding, the bind goes behind you. Soften a little behind that standing left leg. Regular Ardha if you added anything fun in. Nice light step back warrior 2, maybe 2 or 3 steps to get you into it. Take a second to readjust. Make sure the left foot is forward, the right foot is turned in a little. You're sitting deep enough and low enough into it. And then use the block, place it to the instep of the left foot, and extend the right arm open. This is called B variation of extended side angle. B is for bind. You don't have to bind. The arm can also rest on the top of the thigh. The arm can wrap around behind your back. Your hand could just be on your hip. You got it. So Bree, use your left arm and press your inner thigh open. There you go. Grip, everybody grip their left hip in and turn the bottom ribs. Now lean back a tiny bit with your chest, not with your head. A few more breaths. Fire up the breath. You got it in you. Warrior 2, come on up. There's power. Yeah, even if you feel powerless, there's power. Yes. To the floor we go, Chaturanga. The up dog is smooth. Keep it going, guys. You're doing awesome. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale the breath out. Step the right foot forward, crescent lunge. We're just getting started. Yeah, when I practice, I throw my phone away. It's like the best gift you can give yourself. I hate the phone. Yeah, arms up and down, straight up and down with those arms. Okay, so with a little bit of energy, I know you have it in you. You're gonna drag your left leg up to a 90-degree angle. Press up to stand. Yeah. We're gonna try that again. Yeah, you're gonna step back, crescent lunge. Yeah. With power, come on up, drag the knee in. Flex the left foot. There you go. Step it back, crescent lunge. Nice. One more. With power, drag it up. Good. Take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh and peel your left arm back. This is dancing Shiva pose. The traditional dancing Shiva is to do this with a straight leg. You don't have to. So I'm just teaching it with a bent knee. But if you are going to do it with a straight leg, I need you to reach down and grab to the outside of your foot. Yeah. Nice. The standing right leg has to stay straight. The left leg can have as much bend as you need. That's why doing it with a 90-degree angle sometimes works well. Erica C, stand up really tall and peel your left arm back. That's it. Nice adjustment. Pull around to center. Arms up, leg up. Arms up, leg up. Wrap the left thigh around the right thigh. You have to bend your right leg to do it. Wrap the left arm underneath the right arm for full eagle. Yeah. If the left foot doesn't get all the way around the right calf, don't stress. Just kind of do it like a little dance move. Yeah. Steer your knees a little to the left and upper body just a tad to the right. And then the weight should be in your standing right heel. Yeah. Stick your butt back. Good. And there should be a natural curve of your spine here. Sit a little deeper in your legs. Just unravel your arms. Just unravel your arms. Yeah. Unwind your left leg and step back about 3 feet with straight legs. So it's like a short warrior one. Arms stay up. Yeah, walk your right foot just a smidgen to the right. Make sure you have about hips width distance. Right hand on hip, left arm stays up. We're setting up for twisting triangle. Stretch up out of your side body and your waist and then reach way out and you'll come into a twisting triangle. Block can be placed underneath your left hand, which goes underneath the shoulder for a lot of us. Yeah, you can play with that just depending on your body's alignment. Looks good, Jenna. Good. The right hand, a lot of us wonder, like, do I just peel it open? It's good to set it up so your right hand first goes to the flat part of your back. You can try to check in with your alignment. And then if you feel okay from there, then the right arm can start to peel open. Steer your hips back, lengthen your spine forward. Yeah, nice, Chrissy. And then where is the breath? Jewel, take your hand to the flat part of your back. There you go. Look sideways, look up. Try not to look back in this pose. We have a tendency of rounding. Hands to frame your front foot. Step to a plank. Lower halfway to a push-up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Step the left foot forward, rise, crescent lunge. Yeah, crescent lunge. We all have a shiny glow. Yeah. We should be playing shiny, happy people. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could. It's nice, shiny, happy people situation going on here. Yeah. So with power, guys, with power, drag your right leg up. Sorry, right leg up, 90-degree angle. Flex the foot. So you want to use your core muscles. Giant step back, crescent lunge. With power, drag it up, 90-degree angle. Flex the foot. Yeah, hands can always stay in prayer. Step it back. Drag it up, hug it in. Left hand to the outside of your right thigh, peel your right arm back. You begin to take the twist. Yeah, so keep a very solid 90-degree angle. Flex the foot strong and then you peel open. Then if you're able to get hold of your foot, you'll kick the leg forward. What you don't want is leaning forward or leaning back. You want to find length and stand up tall. The leg that's moving forward can have as much bend to it as it needs. That's why doing it at a 90-degree angle works for, majority of us. Pull around to center, arms up, leg up. Bend your left leg a little and then wrap your right thigh around for eagle and then wrap your right arm underneath your left arm for eagle arm. So full eagle. Squeezing arms, squeezing legs down the center. The trick is that you have to bend your standing left leg. Otherwise, there's nothing to wrap the leg around. And once again, if the arms bound doesn't feel good, you just find close proximity to your body. Steer your knees a little to the right, upper body just a tad to the left, and then sit back. Keep squeezing those legs. You're doing an awesome job. Just unravel your arms. Unravel your right leg back and step back about 3 feet with straight legs. That's it. 3, 4 feet, depending on how tall you are. The right arm stays up, the left hand comes to your hip, reach way out, and then you'll find your twisting triangle. I like a block. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll play with where I put the block, because sometimes moving the block a little more forward actually feels better in my body. Yes, perfect. Hand to the flat part of your back to start. So Jill, before you go anywhere, do you have a block? Place your hand on it, out in front of you just a tiny bit, a little closer to you. That's it. Now lengthen your spine. Good. Now look sideways. That's it. Anchor your feet. Feel like someone's got you on one of those stretchy bungee cords. They're pulling you back. Nice. Anchor that back quadricep and leg. Press into the mat. Twist open. Two more. All right. Hands to frame the front foot. Creep your hands to the instep of that left foot and turn your left toes towards me and open up your right foot. You're going to just go down the center for a second. Wide straddle. Widen your stance. As wide as it feels good in your body. Yeah, it's going to feel good. Beth, I think that's too wide. You look like you're going to slide into an unforgiving situation that we'll have to get you out of. Fold. So if any of you have an inversion practice, this is an inversion, by the way. A lot of people don't realize that when you drop your head below your heart, this is a simple pose, but very effective. So it's creating the same effects. I like placing blocks under my arms sometimes and just kind of melting down. Yes. If you're going up, you're going up. Good. If you went up, you slowly start to separate the legs. Nice. Come down nice and slow. Good. Come to the fingertips, long spine, everybody. Awesome job. Yeah, that was very precise. So long spine, walk your hands to the front left foot, pivot the left toes forward, pivot the right heel so it pops up off the ground, step to plank. Halfway to your push-up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. We did almost everything. Just a few little things that we need to tap into, okay? They will be painless. Step your right foot forward for crescent lunge. We'll get a little air going. How about that, okay? I'll entice you. I even feel hot. It's okay. My mom's in Florida doing this outside. It's like 7,000 degrees. Yes. Drag your hands to prayer. Lean out. Weight way forward, like your spine way forward, and then you'll hook and twist. We're going to crescent with a twist. Yes. Drop your back knee. Yeah. When you drop your back knee, just make sure your knee isn't jamming into the mat. It's a little bit on an angle, so you have a little bit more of a psoas release. Also, you don't have to twist. You can just kind of stay up. Yeah. Activate your back leg if you're choosing to keep it strong and straight. Lean back a little bit. Crown of the head lines up with your back left heel. Hands to frame your front foot. Spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Sit now into chair. Drag it to prayer. Inhale the breath. Hook and twist the same direction. I'm going to go teach from outside. Yeah, you got it. So just keep in mind, when you do any of this twisting stuff, if neck, shoulder, backs don't feel good, you air twist. You don't have to go into a deep twist. You just take a minor movement. Weight stays in your heels and your alignment is first and foremost, followed with your breath. The two knees are aligned. That's it. Chair pose, pull it around. Exhale the breath forward, fold. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through a vinyasa. If we don't keep moving, we'll just want to fail. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. So the left foot's going to step forward for crescent lunge. Come on up, crescent lunge. You got it, guys, crescent lunge. Drag the hands to prayer. Lean forward a little with your torso. Hook and twist or air twist. Drop your back knee if you need to. Yeah, if you're planning on not showering after your yoga practice today, yeah, you're going to rethink that. Yeah, you're going to rethink that. Yeah. Amy, it looks really good. Activate your right quadricep. The muscles around your right quadricep are going to lift. That's it, Jenna. Looks good. Lean back a little bit. This is great. 2 more breaths. So if any of you had a lot of coffee and want to try and step right into chair with a twist, I will welcome you to try that. If not, hands to frame your front foot, and then you spring forward. Long spine, fold, and then hit the chair. Good. Hands to prayer, and then you turn. That's it. It's good to be fun and whimsical. If not, you're just joining us now. Watch the 2 feet, the shins, the knees, everything aligning. Looks great. Weight in your heels. As we get fatigued in the practice, our right knee likes to slide past the left. So just pay attention to that and maybe twist a little less if you feel like you're compromising the alignment. You have 2 more breaths. Make it count right here. Chair pose, pull it around. Fold over your legs, let it go. Separate your feet, hips width distance. Hook your big toes with a peace sign grip. Inhale to a long spine, look forward. Exhale, open your elbows and fold. Yeah, your weight comes forward, guys. Your knees can have as much bend behind them as they need. Long spine to set it up. Just step to a down dog. Step to down dog. Lean on your right hand for Vashisthasana side plank. Modify by dropping your right knee down. Staggering the feet or taking tree pose today. Yeah. Yes. There's something for everybody. Find something you know you can hold and breathe in rather than being in something explosive. To the other side, through vinyasa or just right to it. Yeah, sometimes you just want to bite the bullet, just go right to it. Yeah. Yeah, stagger the feet, drop the bottom knee, tree pose, modifying your form to the ground. You want to make sure your right hip doesn't roll open, stacks over your bottom hip. That's why having the knee down a lot of times is actually better. Alignment looks good. Nice, Bree. Plank position, stay strong. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. Heel the front line of the body open. Hips go up and back, down dog. Swing your right knee forward, half pigeon. You deserve it. You drinking coffee? You haven't had enough. Go on your back if you need an alternative. Looks good. If something doesn't feel right in half pigeon, please flag me down. I'll help. You can make a little pillow with your arms sometimes, like forearm to forearm, and then rest your forehead on that. And sometimes that's a little more comfortable. Yeah. switch. So if you're in a regular pigeon pose, you move through a down dog and just go to the other side. If you're on your back, you'll just switch on your back. Yeah. And then we don't anticipate that this side will be the same. So we just set yourself up. Good. And then fold into it. Melt in a little deeper. Five more breaths. Tap back in if you've traveled elsewhere. Sometimes that happens. Good. Use the strength of your body, start to come up. Come up slow. Move any objects out of the way. Lean onto the left side and swing your right leg forward. Yeah, do it slow. Move the blocks with you. We're gonna lay down and we're gonna travel into some back bends. A couple different ways we can back bend today. Bend your knees in half. You can have your feet on the blocks, one under each foot, which is a nice, really nice way to take it. Just lay down. Blocks underneath your low back is another option. Regular version of this, block underneath your low back and legs up. I would like you to have an experience like two of these or one really long one. Yeah, so if you're going with something underneath your lower back, you'll probably just go to one really long one. Yeah, lift up. So everyone put their feet on the blocks and they're just like, okay, I made it this far. Lift up. So essentially it's bridge just with your feet on the blocks. That's it. Jackie, let's bring your feet a little closer. Unless it feels any pull on your knees, you let me know. Good. Nice. Good. There's space from your tailbone to the backs of your knees. If you're on a block, you'll just stay, okay? Everybody else come down, take a breath in, take a breath out. We'll reset and do one final one. Yes. So if you'd like to go to a full wheel, it's totally up to you and how your body feels. Flip the palms, bring the chin to the chest. Take a giant breath in and let's lift up. Any other variation here? If there's a block underneath your low back, just keep steering your feet forward. Your thighs rotate in. Nice, Erica. Nice, Megan. I like that. Press the floor away, lift up a little higher. Exhale your breath, lower down. Come out with control. Nice and slow. Move any objects out from underneath. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a very nice squeeze. Wrap your right thigh over your left thigh. Lift your hips up and drop your knees over to the right, to the left. Go to the left first. Yeah. Your left hand can encourage your right thigh to drop. Yeah. Come up to center, unravel your legs. You'll wrap your left thigh over your right thigh. If you went the wrong way, just go the opposite direction. Lift your hips up, drop your knees over. Just because we need to be in the spirit just for a minute or two. Come up to center, hug your knees in, give them a very big squeeze. Yeah, reach for the outer blades of your feet, pull down, and just feel the difference from when we started. We're gonna do the whole class again. And it will be totally different because I can't remember what I did. Hug the knees in and just slide yourself into Shavasana. Next 2 minutes or so are just for you. Complete rest. Make yourself comfortable. It is a gift and it is the master pose. Exhale all the breath out. Deep breath in. Full exhale, breath out. Arms reach up over the top of the head, full stretch. If you prefer to finish your practice in a laying down position, just ignore everything I'm saying right now. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And you'll rock up however it suits you best in your body. If that's what you're choosing to do, sit up nice and tall. I just ask you try and keep your eyes closed for the final moments of the practice. Sit up nice and tall and just feel the effects. This practice is unbelievable. It really grounds us. It gives us strength. It gives us energy. It gives us clarity and perspective. So hopefully you got all that today. Bring the hands to prayer. Bow your head for a moment. Have gratitude. It is the best attitude. Lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste. Go out there. Have an awesome afternoon. It was definitely a little balmy in here, so hydrate yourselves. Yep. And I will see you next week. Yes. Keep up the good work.